stories from the Burmese, especially who are making waves abroad. All right. So before we start, to break the ice a little bit, I really want you to type in the chat to share where you are joining this from. Are you joining this from Yangon or KL or Bangkok? Please feel free to share it by typing it in the chat. I'll be waiting. Okay, we have someone joining from Bangkok. And Bangkok. I think everyone's arriving in Bangkok. Oh yeah, we got one from Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai. Anyone joining from Yangon? Okay. Please don't be shy. What else we got? Okay, yeah, I think this is it. I myself is also joining from Bangkok. I think we have a gang up here. Okay, great. All right. So as I haven't introduced myself, my name is 𝗕𝗂𝗵𝗺. You can call me Hobby, and I'll be the moderator for today's session. So before we dive into this, I would like to explain a little bit about our agenda today. So we'll start with the welcome and introduction session, which we have started a little bit already. And it will be followed by a quick introduction of the panelists. And we have 2 rounds of panel discussions. The first is on the industry insights, and the second one will be more general Q&A. We also open the floor for the audience to ask any questions you want, and it will be followed up by the reflection and closing. So please get yourself ready for this insightful and interactive session. Okay, and next is about 𝗵𝗺, because we can go on without knowing what 𝗵𝗺 really is, because 𝗵𝗺 is the host for today's event. So 𝗵𝗺 is a trusted digital home for young aspiring people, especially Burmese abroad. It's about building a community for expats to share their stories, their culture, and values that make us who we are. So this is it, and 𝗵𝗺 is now bringing up the Abroad Founders Meetup. So the Abroad Founders Meetup is intended to inspire, inform, and connect the young change makers, current Burmese entrepreneurs, especially those who are from abroad and penetrating into the international markets, and to thrive in fields of AI, startup, and marketing. So this is a space that you can learn a lot from each other's challenges, their success stories, and everything. Okay, so as everyone is given of their time to attend to this event, so it is really important to make the most of our time. That's why we came up with this expectation setting. So first thing first, please mute your microphone if you're not speaking to avoid the background noises. And if you're comfortable, please make sure to turn on your camera so that we could enjoy this participation in this event. And for any questions, please use the chat or raise your hand. And please feel free to show support to our speakers, whether it is thumbs up or claps or hearts, any emoji you want. All right, so now it's time to introduce our amazing panelists. First, we have met Hanny Nguyen. She is the founder of HannyHunt.ai, which is an AI-driven job hunting assistant. Mahani is also an award-winning entrepreneur, and she is in the Forbes 30 and the 30 list as well. And we have Gom Yet. He's the co-founder he's a co-founder of Rangoon Tech, an immersive tech builder. And in Rangoon Tech, he has also led hundreds of projects as well. And last but not least, we have 𝗏𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀. He was once a medical doctor, now has turned into a digital marketer. He's the founder and CEO of AI Marketing Group, which has specialized in education sector. Yes. So now I would like to invite the panelists, 𝗏 𝗏, and 𝗏𝗵𝗀𝗀, to join into this panel discussion. Of course, I have done the introduction a bit, but can you also connect to the audience a bit more by introducing yourself again? So let's start from 𝗏.
Okay. Thank you, 𝗏𝗵𝗀𝗀, for the kind introduction. So, hi everyone. I am 𝗏, founder of 𝗏 Hunt. It's basically an AI tool that helps job seekers to get better job matches, and generate custom CVs, cover letters, and even like prep for interviews with the AI Hub. So before this, I co-founded. I would say I'm a serial entrepreneur. I co-founded Myanmar's largest freelance platform back in 2016. Yeah, so we did that, and then I relocated to Thailand in around like 2022, I would say. And from there, yeah, I try to like figure out what's my next move is, and that's where 𝗏Hunt was born. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, 𝗏, and also really nice to meet you here. And next we have 𝗏𝗵𝗀. Can you also give a short intro about yourself?
Yes, thank you, 𝗏𝗵. So, hello everyone. So I'm 𝗏𝗵𝗀. I'm a co-founder of Rangoon Tech. So literally, we make immersive solution for marketing industry. So like as 𝗏𝗵 says earlier, so we did augmented reality, virtual reality, and more. So in here, so 𝗏 is also my judge. So we met in the Pandia. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm also from the Pandia and I love entrepreneurship. So I'm really thank you for inviting me to join this panelist. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for giving your time at Go. All right, we have Dr. 𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀. Can you also give a short intro about yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. 𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀. I'm the founder of AI Marketing Group, which is in Mandalay, and I'm pursuing a master's degree in marketing here in Bangkok in hyperspace at UDCC. So since last year, I managed my work, my business back in my hometown, and I started here at the same time, which has been a challenging experience for me. Well, I graduated in 2014, and I worked as a key account manager for a pharmaceutical company, which you may know, Pfizer, for more than 8 years. And I gave up my corporate life in 2022 to start my own marketing agency. So I'm happy to be here, meet with some like-minded entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Yeah, we also take it as an honor that you're here as well. All right, so our panel discussion is happening now. So let's start with 𝗏 again. So 𝗏, you have launched an AI-driven SaaS product, 𝗏_Hunt.ai. So what inspired you to take that leap into AI?
Right. So when we started 𝗏 Hunt, right, it was not even an AI product at the start, to be honest. So yeah, that was in 2022 when I came here. I tried to explore what we can do in Thailand, and I want to know, like, explore more about the job market here. So I would try, applying to these, like, jobs and all. And then yeah. One day I got an interview for a COO position at it's an outsourced company, basically like IT outsourced company here. And then while I was like talking with CEO of that company, I realized that because at the time, right, there are a lot of Burmese like professionals, like very talented people that are moving out of the country, and of course like Thailand is the place that we go like next. So and we realized that there are a lot of people, like talented people coming in, and there are a lot of businesses in Thailand as well that want talented people, regardless of the nationality. So and I got this idea that okay, why don't we just help these businesses and startups here with helping them with talented people from Myanmar, like get connected them basically. So it's basically a recruitment company, and I run this solo. Up until now, I'm a solo founder, so I'm running it solo until now. But then it was like just me being a hunter. And we call it, even our domain name, right? It was ● not even AI. But then after it's like 1 year later, after I had my career break and all, that was in like 2023 now. And I realized that, like AI is slowly creeping in, and it was not even like ChatGPT, but then a lot of people are talking about AI. And I was like, okay, we are helping businesses, but why don't they just talk to an AI instead of talking to a recruiter like me to explore about, who they're looking for, what candidates they're looking for, something like that. So it's basically a very simple chatbot AI where we would ask questions to the businesses, and that was it. But then LLM suddenly became like it become usable in everyday workflows and all, and that was the time we see that we see the other problems from the talent side as well. So we are helping businesses to get connected with talent, but on the other hand, the job seekers, I would say, if you're a serious job hunter, every day, this would be the routine that you face every day, right? So you would wake up, go to different job platforms out there, type in the keyword or the job title that you want to get hired to, and then without even reading the job description, right, you would go to the requirement section, and then there will be 10 requirements stated, and then if you meet 7, you would just go and apply it, and you repeat it every day. And for this pain, right, and the challenges that the job seekers had, it impacts the business's side too. Because if you're a business and you post a job opening, and then in minutes or in seconds, there are 100 applicants already, 200 applicants or thousands. And this is a problem that we have with HR, right? So there are a lot of people hiring, and a lot of people are seeking for jobs, but we cannot even match. And I was like, okay, why don't we just use AI to help the job seekers side first, so that they know where to find the better job matches and all. And I think that was a start. So I think in middle of 2023, we started working on becoming an AI first business model, where we kind of forget everything that we've learned in a year and then start building on our AI model that helps job seekers. I think that was a start, because I would say we see the real pain of the job seekers and the businesses who are hiring on the other side too. And that inspires me to okay, and AI can help really, AI can be really helpful with that. Yeah, and that was a start.
Yeah, I see. I think it's very visionary of you that you see that pain point from the start. In 2023, when AI isn't that trending as now AI has been a big part of it. Yeah, even in everyday life. So yeah, that's very visionary. All right, so next question is for Gung-Yet. So you work in AR and VR. So how do you see these immersive technology, AR and VR, transforming marketing in Southeast Asia? How do you see it?
Yes. AR and VR. So firstly, AR is augmented reality, and VR is virtual reality. So you might confuse these two, or what is AR and what is VR. So for the easier way, so VR is you play the handsets on your face, and then all of your vision is completely a 3D world, 3D environment. So you engage with the 3D game corridor or something like that. That's called VR, virtual reality. And then another thing is the AR. To use the AR, you need at least a media. It might be a phone or tablet or maybe even AR glasses. But when you wear the glasses, you see the real world. But in this real world, there may be one of the, cube is appearing, or one of the, the animals appear, the 3D animals appear, but it is in your real world. So it is the main difference between the AR and the VR. So like right now, I have been in this industry for like nearly 8 years, but I study the AR like a decade. So like in my experiences, I mostly did for the marketing industry, because for the AR, it is not a business needs. It is not solve the business problem. So it is like to engage with other people. So like we usually applying our service for the marketing industry. So we have been working like Myanmar, Thai, Laos, and Cambodia industry, mostly for the marketing team and marketing agency. Maybe like 90% of our projects are for marketing industry, but for other 10% is for other industry. One is the education and the other is the enterprise. So I think my industry AI is not solving the real problem like the AI did. Right now, the AI is solving the real problem every day. Everyone might have, like GPT or other AI app in their phone, because this is solving the real daily problems. But for us, the AI industry, it cannot solve the daily problems. So it is like, how can I say that? So for example, for this event, you might need a designer, and then you design and then you promote it on the online so everyone join like this. And if no, we don't hire the designer, but we can book people like, oh, there's my event. Can you join it? Like word of mouth, something like this. So it is also achievable. So it is the problem for the AI. It does not solve the real problem. It is like the engagement thing. So like we usually do it for the marketing industry. And I guess our industry, is directly proportional to the political violences and how the country is developing. So like before the 2021, so we have a lot of clients in the Myanmar market. But after the political unstable time, a lot of the companies leave the Myanmar country, and then they go to marketing industry, and it's really hard to do that kind of thing in the undeveloped country. So I guess for our industry, it will be really great if the country we are doing is good, and they are like hoping for the immersive thing or something like this. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I see. Now I know exactly the difference between AI and VR more clearly. hmm And also I think is also they are integrated into our daily lives as well, right? Because all the effects that we use on IG and TikTok, they are AI. So okay, yeah, thank you so much for your answer, Kumiet. All right, so next is for Dr. Minchiso. So this is about marketing. So every startup are not always starting with a big budget. So for a founder with no marketing budget at all, what would be the most effective strategy that they could use?
Okay. Okay, let me start off with saying like if you have like zero budget for marketing as a startup founder, let me say congrats, because like data says 90% of startup founder are like budget for marketing. Well, but I think it's not a very big case for especially like marketing agency. It's not very hard because like we live in the like age of social media. We can leverage like social media like Facebook, TikTok, and some personal branding to put the word out about your business. So okay, let me rephrase it. Like if you have like zero marketing budget, you can use word of mouth, which is networking, personal branding, and collaboration and content marketing. For my case, okay, I was born and brought up in Mandalay, which is the second capital of Myanmar. I finished my high school there. I joined the medical university. I joined the MBA program. I joined many courses like business, like English speaking, and I worked for the pharmaceutical company for like 8 years. So I have a lot of context a strong social circle. So when I post something about like I'm doing digital marketing on like Facebook, like one of my friends contacted me and like can you promote my business? That's how I got my first client in 2018, and like it grew. But I don't know about like any other like startup, but for marketing agency, the starting up is the easy part. The hard part is like growing, scaling, maintaining your clients, and like building a good team, and like expanding your business across border. Like yeah, things like that's a hard part.
I see. So you say it is more important to have a cycle, to have a network, rather than budget.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Doctor. All right, so now let's go back to Maheni. So now I realize that you have come a long way, and there will be a lot of challenges along the way as well. So what would be the biggest challenge for you in building these tech products?
Right. So because this is like my first time doing, right, something like, building a product outside of my own territory, I would say, my own country, um, and started thinking about like, for the region, right? So we're not like only like country specific anymore, but for Hanihan, as soon as we start working on it, we aim it to be covering the Southeast Asia. So first challenge, I would say, it's the localization point, right? So, and it's the communication part of it. Not the building product thing. Building product, as Doctor mentioned as well. Starting a business or an idea, it's easy, but then how to like communicate to your customers to reach to your like target user groups. That's the hard part. If you're thinking about like regionally, scaling a business or a product like regionally. So we say that, okay, Southeast Asia, right? And we, of course, obviously speak like different languages, but then English is the common one. So we will start communicating in English. And it turns out that nobody is paying attention to us. Like if you're a Thai, or a Burmese, like whoever our user group is, right? If they see like a long test, like long English test, they will just skip it. And we're like, okay, English is not working. Like we need to like, work on our communication. And then we started, how to say, we started communicating in a little bit of Thai, a little bit of Burmese, and then that's where our users like pick up. So like the communication part is like the biggest challenge in scaling, like, regionally, I would say. And the second one is, I think it's like a stress or the timing gap, right? Because for me personally, I started a freelance platform where when like remote works wasn't common. So it was before COVID, where business owners in Burma are always asking to meet you in person if you want to like, get a project or a contract. So if they are in Mandalay, then they say that, okay, why don't you just come to Mandalay? Or like I will meet you when I'm in like Yangon, and then we will talk about it, something like that. And remote working wasn't there at all when we started it, and that was in like 2016. So yeah, so I think the timing there it's it plays a big role as well. And here I am, right? I'm talking that oh, you should use AI for your job search and all. But then people say that, when they go to Hanihan and they think that it's a job platform that helps job seekers. So obviously they're looking for like, job lists. And they're saying that, why don't you just list jobs as a simple job board? Like, why are you doing this? Like your platform, when you go to our website, you will see a lot of like job lists out there because we kind of like, ask the users to just upload their CV and then we match them with the job matches, like based on their skills and experience. So we don't list or list everything out there. So that's the gap between your business idea and the users, how to say, engagement level, right? So that would be the two challenges that I would say I face so far. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. So the main thing is how to communicate like properly to the audience. And yeah. That really is. All right, thank you so much, Ahmad. Now let's go to Gumye. So the AR and VR. So many startups are worrying that they will be expensive. Immersive tech is expensive. So what affordable tools would you recommend for businesses who are just starting to experiment AR and VR into their market, into their company?
Yes. There are plenty of software out there to play around with AR and VR things, but all you have to think is, what is your use case? So like, what is your point of doing this AR? What is your point of doing VR? So like, they are free one. Example like TikTok and Snapchat. So they offer a free platform to play on their mobile software. So like for the Snapchat, they have Lens Studio. For TikTok, they have a 𝗧𝗵𝗲. So like with these two software, you can create AR effects. As you can see, like, there is this, dot sticker around your head, or, like rabbit, something like that. So all is using their free software. So for the audience in here, you can find, like for if you want to use the Snapchat platform, you can use Lens Studio. If you want to use on the TikTok, then you can use a 𝗧𝗵𝗲. Those two software are free of charge. You can play around this. And actually, there is another platform called spekAR. This is for the Facebook and Instagram. But right now, because of the direction, so they close this app. So they totally close this app. So right now, for the free software, there's a Lens Studio and there's a 𝗧𝗵𝗲. And these two software is for their own for their own platform. So like you cannot do with your freedom. All you have to do is just play around with the node they are giving you. So if you wanna go with very, like enterprise thing or something like that, you need to find the SDK or something like 𝗕𝗃 or 𝗧𝗵𝗲. So I recommended 𝗕𝗃 because 𝗕𝗃 is a company of the Pokemon Go. So you might know the Pokemon Go, like maybe around 2015 or 16, a lot of the people, chasing around the Pokemon. So like, this company also offer the SDK. So like you can use this SDK into your application or in your web app, but you need to pay for some amount of the money to use this software. So like if you want to go for very abrupt thing, very enterprise thing, then I recommend to use like 𝗕𝗃 or 𝗧𝗵𝗲 or something like that. But if you want to just play around for you, just for the fun, just go with the Lens Studio or TikTok. But all you need to remember is AR or VR or whatever is it, everything is depend on what's the point you're doing, what's the point the business is going. If you don't care about this point, everything you do is just a waste. So you need to take care of your business point of view too. Yes.
I see. Thank you. So
Yes.
you were talking about these low budget AR, VR options. So in which kind of fields would it bring the biggest impact? For example, like now, like marketing area,
Yeah.
there's a lot of AR, VR. So what do you think these low budget AR, VR would bring the biggest impact to?
Yes. With my experiences. So I guess first industry might be marketing industry. So like you can use TikTok or Snapchat to promote your things, but not with just like UGC content. You can let your customer to play with your things. So like you can use the AR for the marketing things. And another example is like education. So there is a very famous AR company about education in Myanmar. That's called 360 Ads. So like they send you a flashcard, so you can scan this flashcard with their apps. So like you can see maybe I think they are doing for like the like primary, middle, and high school. I also work part-time for them. So when I was in there, I draw for like the eyes animation for the grade. I think grade 11 bio or something like that. So like when you scan the flashcard or eyes, there is an eye 3D model is floating around. So like you can look, what is the paper or what is the point or something like that. So like you can also use in the education. This is the second industry. And Yes, I guess that's all because this is the niche people are using. Yeah.
I see. All right. Thank you so much for the
Thank
info.
you.
Okay. All right. So now let's go Dr. Minchesov. So your service is mainly for the Myanmar audience, right? But you are not physically in Myanmar. You are controlling everything from abroad. So how do you make that happen?
Okay. So let me ask all the participants this question. I've not read the chat like from the very beginning, like almost all the participants, all the attendees are from living in Bangkok and Chiang Mai, right? So like how many of you have relationships, like long distance relationships, like back in Myanmar or somewhere else? Just show your hands. How many of you have like long distance relationships? Okay, like okay, I believe that many of you have like long distance relationships. So like how do you keep your long distance relationships going? Like, can anyone answer? Let's- Okay, communication, right? So you keep the communication going on a daily basis, and that is how I keep my business going. The marketing like going really well. Like speaking of communication, I have to communicate with like keep the communication with like okay like three things. The first one is my team. The second one is my client. The third one is like the marketing trends or like the anything everything that relates to marketing happening in Myanmar. For like the marketing trends, like what's happening in Myanmar, like you can just use social media or like talk to your friends, your families back home. Like for like communication with the team, I have like lots of communication channels like Viber, messengers, like you name it, like everything. Like and you have to be like engaging and present like every day. Like like you don't have to be like it's advisable that you don't become like a shadow founder or like uh the shadow CEO like that show up very often. You have to be like talk to the team. Like I talk to my not just to my team like individually on the like communication channel. So like I'm always there in their mind. And not just my team. I have to be like present and ready for my clients too. Like the good thing is like most of my clients, like 50% of my clients are my friends and like my business partners. So like I talk to them from time to time, like maybe not daily, like for monthly or like bi-monthly, like or when they need me. That's like talking with the client is not just for like communication, but for like feedback, like how your team is going and how satisfied they are with your business. And like the fourth one is could be like data. You keep the like you look at the data, like maybe like financial or like marketing analytics or the your team performance, like so that you can know how the team is steering your direction or things like that. Like after all, like my business could be different from like Mahani and Kumya business. They're like tech business. Mine is a kind of like a service business and marketing like industry. So like the marketing industry as an agency is like I would rather call it a like happiness business. You keep your audience happy, you keep your clients happy, and you keep your team happy, and you keep yourself happy. Like this is how you like get the business going, and that is how you uh keep the not just the business but also the marketing going, and that's how I uh uh do the marketing back home from here. It's like everything in short is communication, like communication on a timely basis, but like make sure that there is all the people involved are happy. Yeah.
Ah, so yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's also a thing to remember. Communication is the key. So like you said, the communication is the key, but sometimes, we try to communicate, but it usually goes in the wrong way. It doesn't go as we planned, communicate when we communicate things. So like you said before, you trying to keep your team happy, your client happy. So is there any tactics or tips that you want to share in how to make your team happy, how to make your stakeholders happy?
Yeah. There is, like, when I say like keep everyone happy, but like in reality you cannot. There are like some dissatisfying client, like some team member like having mental breakdown or things like that. But like, okay, let me like tell you one thing. Like there's a like okay, this is a story. This is a story like, okay, that story is, in the story, like two friends are like walking in the woods and they came across a tiger, and like one friend starts to run, and the other friend said, "How stupid you are! Like how, like you cannot outrun a tiger." And the other friend said, "I'm not trying to outrun the tiger. I'm trying to outrun you." So like in like in business, like that is the reality. Sometimes like what I said, keep everything happy. Like maybe you cannot keep your clients 100% happy, but if you are like doing a 85% or like 80%, and if your competitors are doing only can do like 60%, then like your business will be like stay like be keep going on. Like that doesn't mean that like you have to be just like, it's okay to be a bit better than your competitors or like any other businesses. Like we all started founder, we all strive for a profession, but sometimes like it's okay like if you are not like 100% there. Sometimes if you are like a bit better than your competitor, that is okay. So like, yeah.
Yeah, that's also a good insight. An insight about the businesses in reality. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Doctor. All right, so once again, we are going back to Mahani. So in the second time, you mentioned about the challenges that you had in building the tag, but how did you try to overcome those challenges? And also, is there any way that you find yourself like, oh, I did it. So can you share that experience as well?
Well, the thing is, I haven't did it yet. Like there isn't a moment where I say that, oh my God, I did it. But yeah, a few moments where I think that, oh my God, I cracked this. But then in reality, I mean, with AI and everything, right? Because everything is happening very fast, every day. It's very hard to like, keep up the pace of it. And yeah, whenever that I feel like, there are a lot of like, obstacles or everything, I go back to the roots. And again, we are from Myanmar and we are very like resilient people. And if we can like tolerate all the things that happened and, like, embrace it forward, then we can do everything else. And that's the mentality that I have when I started the, first startup, like, 𝗕𝘂𝗵𝗀 as well. So if we can do this in Myanmar, where there's no infrastructure, there's nothing there, then we can do it and succeed in everywhere else. So I'm not like I'm not gonna like be afraid of it. And that's the mindset that I still have here as well. And saying that, okay, like we have faced like worse things, and this is like a small obstacle, and it's always like if you kind of like stop everything and you give yourself a break and rethink of it, every challenges that you face, there's some way, like there's always a way out there, even if it's very small chance of it to succeed, there's always a way. So yeah, that's what I'll say. It would sound a bit like motivational, but that's how I'm dealing, like that's how I like overcome things like in a everyday basis. So yeah.
Yeah, this is motivational, but stay realistic. Yes, thank you, Ma. But so in today's SaaS world, AI and automation, they are everywhere, right? So how important do you think they really are in growth and sustainability today and
Mm,
also for the future?
right. So for AI, right, before I mean like 2 years ago in like 2023 when I started like okay this is gonna be 𝗵𝗵 is gonna be like an AI first model, and I would go to like these networking events to talk about it, right? So oh, hey, I'm a founder, I'm building this AI tool, something like that, and people would tell me say that AI is a buzzword that every founder is using just to raise VC fund, like just to get VC money. And yeah, that was the reality. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bootstrap it. Like I don't need VC money to prove you that AI is the next thing. And that's what I did. So I think how important I think the question is not about like how important it is, but because obviously people are saying that AI is going to like replace people, and a lot of big companies like big tech companies are replacing or like firing people, tens and thousands of people, because they want to like make space for AI. So it's not about how important it is. It is already out there. If you're not going to do anything about it, then you're already behind, right? And in job sector specifically, we say that there are like three categories. Um, Whether your job or your role is like disrupted by AI. For example, if you're a translator or I don't know, a librarian or something like that, these jobs are very vulnerable when AI come in, and it's going to be disrupted, like hugely, like it's going to have a very huge impact for these roles. And then we have second job roles where which are like augmented by AI. So which means augmented is that it's like complementable, right? Complementable by AI. So if you're a founder, if you're a marketing manager, how do you give your task to human as well as AI, right? How do you manage these things? And your role can be like very much helpful with the use of AI. And then of course we have like insulated. Insulated means like protected by AI. So nurses, doctors, we cannot. I mean, in the near future, of course, there are potential, right? Because we have like robots that can do like surgeries and all. But then for as of now, if a nurse if a nurse can is going to be like replaced by a robot, I'm not gonna take it to be honest. But so these roles are, we say, like insulated by AI, right? Um so the first thing is to identify what's your job, right? So how AI is going to impact, is that augmented or like insulated or disrupted, going to be disrupted by AI. So you need to like identify that and then to plan the shift, right? So how do you rescale, how do you improve or like acquire the skills that it's going to be impacted, and and to like redesign your workflows if you're a business owner. And I don't believe in like in the saying that like AI is like replacing people, but I want to go back to to the Dr. 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗺's like story, right? It's not AI that you're gonna outrun you. It's the people who can control AI that's gonna outrun you. And that, I think that's the important take. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It is also a great point that you mentioned. Mhm. And I also got to learn that it is more important to identify the impact that AI has on your job rather than saying, "Oh, AI is going to replace my job." It sounds so cliche. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
that's also insightful. Thank you so much, Emma. Next for 𝗵𝗀. So you are driving in the world of AI and VR. So what do you think is going to come next after AI and VR in the immersive tech space?
Yes, I guess classes may be the next thing, I guess. Because when I start into the entrepreneur things, I choose between the AI and the art. since I'm from a designer background, AR is more flexible for me. So that's why I choose this AR and start making the comedy. At the time, I trying to learn the AI, but I don't understand what the fuck is AI. Like my hand is I don't know how to apply this AI. All I know is it can do some math function. It can analyze some of the data. That's all. I don't know how to apply this. But like after maybe I guess it is a time around 2016 or something like that. After a decade, right now in everyone's phone there is at least one AI app, maybe like ChatGPT or something like that. So I guess to have some of the flow or to have some of the trends, I think only one engineer cannot do it for this AI. I mean, for the AI, not only one AI engineer cannot do, but community drive it. So in the community, I mean, engineers, investors, business development, or something like that, the co-founder or something like that. So all of the group, all of the community drive that AI, and now that's why AI is now in the mainstream or something like that. So for the AI, most of the people don't interested in the AR or VR because it is actually complex process. So for my AR team, we have creative designers. So he is the lead designer who design everything for the client needs, and the lead engineer who do everything. But under these two guys, there is like a front-end designer, 3D designers, like back-end engineers, and then even the video editor in order to do some of the effects. Maybe like it include transition. It also include the sound effect. When you are in the AI environment, you need to feed the fake for the virtual world. You need to feed the sound or the appearance, something like that. So you need a lot of the resources to make one bit AI product. So most of the people are interested. But when I look at the industry, I found that the Lens Studios, as I said, the Snapchat, and also the Apple Vision Pro, these guys are doing the glasses. And I guess it's just my personal. I don't know if it happened or not. In my guess, I guess like Steve Jobs introduced the smartphone in 2007. So maybe these glasses might introduce in the coming year. I don't know which year is it. But the glasses can replace our phones, our tablets, and our monitor. Like people just trying the glasses with the PC, and then there's no monitor, but they can see there are a lot of screen through their glasses. This is really happening in a Western country because maybe last 1 or 2 months ago, I found a video. There's a guy in the Harvard University. This guy used the glasses from the Snapchat, and then he wear the glasses, and then he made his own app in these glasses. So what did he use? He used Imaginary. So this Imaginary SDK capture the images, and then they show the information of that images. So when he wear the glasses and he go around the Harvard campus, so he found the people, and then they are like the information of this guy are showing. This guy is from the which class, this guy do the basketball, blah 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 blah, something like this. So when I saw this video, I was scared. I'm scared. Wow, shit. So this is breaking our digital, like privacy or something like that. So, but so maybe these classes, might be introduced into the market, and in my opinion, these classes can replace the phone. But as I said earlier, in order to happen the trends, it needs a lot of the support from the giant technology. So in my guess, I guess maybe Snapchat or Apple can invest this, because Meta is not investing in the AI industry. They are investing in the VR industry. For like 2018 or 19, maybe 19, in the COVID time, they invest a lot in the VR thing. They invest a lot in the Meta Quest or something like that. But right now, Meta is also doing collaboration with the Ray-Ban's glasses. So they are also doing the glasses, AR glasses. So I think the next big move for our industry might be that glasses. So when these glasses are in the market, I guess first thing is the designer, they have to change the working environment. Right now they are doing the Adobe software for the design. It might be changed to another software to draw to draw and seed it for the glasses. Yes, I think like that. Yeah.
Oh, oh, I see. Yeah, that's a brand new insight. So you're talking about the glasses that are going to replace the phones. That sounds so unreal, but yeah, and so it sounds so convincing it's going to change the world. All right,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you
yeah.
so much, Egineko, for this wonderful insight. All right, so next we have this question to Dr. Minchizal. So we're talking about marketing right now. So when we talk about marketing, there are definitely going to be the trends, right? So what marketing trend do you think is the most overrated right now?
Well, in my opinion, there is like okay, before I answer the question, I want to tell you or something about how the marketing is different in back in Myanmar and back in Thailand and other countries. It mostly like in other countries, like when we talk about digital marketing, we talk about data, we talk about which channel brings in the most traffic, most sales. But back in Myanmar is a different story. Like they look at how the competitors, how the peers are doing the marketing, and like most of the time, like they try to like outsmart their competition. It because like my understanding is that Myanmar is like most of the businesses are like like when it talks about marketing branding, it's still relying on like relationship, like trust, like community. So they try to and it's I think it's sort of like a peer pressure. For example, like if you have like 10 businesses in the industry, like let's say like F&B, and like if other 9 businesses are doing like doing the same thing, like for example, like hiring influencer or like making it like a huge budget commercial, like the one person like he have some kind of like peer pressure, like FOMO, like am I missing out on something? Like should I be doing the same thing? Like things like that. So like at such time, like as a agency, we cannot start a revolution or like say like no, we don't do that. We just can only like steer the client in the best direction as possible. Like this is like I think the main difference between the marketing industry back in my home country and like other countries. And like okay, let's get back to the question. Like yes, there's a lot of marketing trends because like we just heard like Mahani and Kumia say the changes are like very fast, very fast pacing, and like the past decades, many changes are occurring. Like AI becomes really like trendy and became useful in just in a few years, right? So like marketing is like based on like especially the digital marketing is based on trends and like technical stuff, technological stuff. So like trends are like popping apps here and there a lot. We have like TikTok trends, we have like AI trends a lot. I'm not against them, but what I'm against is that many businesses are like joining the trends, doing the like 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 trying to solve the ways of these trends without considering their brand voice and like the business objectives. It's like I don't say they are like fully wrong because in marketing, the currency is not the money, it's the attention. So that they try to get like create and reap as much attention as they can. Like considering the marketing funnel, like when we think of an industry, they want the audience to consider their business first. So like they're doing all they can to like get in the like to get the first place in their or like their audience mind, and they forget about their brand. Sometimes like in doing so, they dilute their branding. Like I'll tell you some example. Like I have like a client is kind of a aesthetic clinic, like and they want to like hire professional like dance coaches to train like their employees like to do like better TikTok dances. I said, why? Like, it's not like you are like your customer, your patients come to you for like the best treatment, not just for the like the best dancers. And that's one thing. And there's another thing that there's like the business from the like the jewelry business, like they did some mini series and like they got a lot of views and they got a lot of views, a lot of engagement, and like and at the same time, like their business got like some noises in the industry as well. They got happy and they want to like spend a lot of budgets on the like making a TV series. And like I cannot say like no to them because they want to do it. So I just have to like talk with them and negotiate for like a better brand positioning and things like that. I think it like because I'm a doctor, like I I think such kind of like marketing trends, I would call them like sugar highs. Like because like when you're feeling sad or down or like depressed, you want to eat something sweet. It gives you some energy boost. It lifts your mood, but it gives you like nothing in like proper nutritional value. In marketing, it happens a lot. Like especially in digital marketing, like you do something to boost your like views, like the all the metrics like share engagement, but like what if these views and like metrics doesn't serve a good like purpose for your business? What it is then? I will call them that is like a kind of overrated marketing. So like let me get back to the question and like answer in a very like short terms. There is like no such thing as overrated marketing, but when you do it in the wrong way, like when you neglect your branding and your business purpose, and when you like do that kind of marketing for your like sugar highs, it's kind of overrated marketing. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, so it's all up to your own brand, not just there's no such thing as overrated. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. It's like there isn't a particular overrated marketing channel or social media marketing platform. It's just how you do it. Became
yeah,
so
yeah, I got it.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dada. That's also a wonderful insight. All right, thank you. So this is all about the industry insights based questions and answers, and they are also insightful as well. So now let's go to the general questions this time. So I'm going to ask a questions, and all three panelists can answer my question this time. All right. So the first question is that um, all of you are working in another country outside of Myanmar. So how has that experience changed your style of working? Is it for the better or is it for the worse? How has it changed your working style? So let's just get started with Mahani again.
Right. As I said earlier as well, right? Building a product for for a country specific for one target user group versus thinking about regional, it's completely different. And it has I mean, like we need to put out like a lot of scenarios or a lot of like target user groups. Like how do we reach these people? How do we reach the local? How do we reach the other user groups that we haven't thought about? But the thing is, it's Southeast Asia. Let's take it. I believe our foundations are all the same, like our culture and everything is the same. Like Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, like culture wise it's the same, but of course like marketing experts here would know better than me, but the thing is like communicating with each user group is like totally different. I would say like region first thinking has changed a lot. So how do we communicate and how do we localize our product to these audiences? It's completely different thinking than we have had before. And yeah, I would start by saying that. And yeah, over to the other panelists as well. Because if I talk a lot, then yeah, it might be uh So yeah, over to the other panelists.
Yeah, all right. So thank you so much. So let's go to Gomye. And
Yes,
hello. Okay.
yes. So for me, walking, away from the country making, so firstly, it is really hard. Firstly, it is really hard. And then what I think about business when I was young is, like if I can make the business plan, then everything will be, go according to the plan. This is what I think when I start doing it. Later, what I know it is just a first step for you. So you have to, you have to change a lot of the business plan. You need to be flexible. You need to go talk with the real customer, like go outside of the building, inside there's nothing, just you just do the operation, but you are selling not to yourself, you're selling to the different people. You need to talk with that. But right now, what I face is I know I need to talk with the clients. I know I need to go to networking, go to visit the webinar or something like that. But uh, there's a real problem. If you cannot go outside, although but you cannot go outside. So it is a really challenging point. So at yeah, so how can I overcome it? Just attending that kind of webinar and then, like just talk with my mentors, asking for the help, asking for the connection. And then I got the connection, then I go talk about the online, just testing for the online is not enough, I guess. So like we need to do like in person, not in person meeting, just online meeting to see the faces, because when people see each other, there's a trust is more tangible. So like when I first doing the entrepreneurs, I guess like everything will be okay if I do make a plan, business plan, lean canvas plan, like blah 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 blah. There's a lot of things. I write it down on the paper, but actually you just need to in touch with the people. I guess this is the main point of the business. So right now it is real for me. It is just for me. It is really hard to connect with the business owner because of the geopolitics or because of the of my problem. But I wish and I want to advise to the audience, if you want to do business, then just go outside of your house, just go outside of your building and go talk with them, just listen and then do what you promise. And another one is consistency. If you are not consistent, it is just a waste. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Cool. Good. This is also your perspective on working outside of Myanmar. Thank you. Okay,
Yes.
so now this is the time with Dr. Yeah, how's your experience?
Well, if I'm to be honest, like moving to another country and working there, and as a marketing agency, like hunting clients really hard, because like in Myanmar, most of the marketing agencies relying on branding, like maybe the personal branding or branding of the business as a whole to like get clients. They don't really talk about most of the time they don't really talk about the campaigns or the results, or like even the campaigns and the results can be tempered, right? So like they mostly like rely on the branding. So it's like back in my like country, I'm something. I'm here. I'm nothing. Nobody knows me. And like I don't have any experience working for like big international brands or like things like that. So it's really hard for me. Uh, like that's why like I joined the Harvard Space, which is a like a tech university here to get clients, not just sorry, not client, not to get network, like to get international like exposure, like. And I remember like the first like time client is a big brand, like contacted me like to meet up with them, and they are like the financial firms. And when I get there, like they ask me a lot about the data, like how much insight do I had about Myanmar living in like in Bangkok and Thailand. And that's why when I start to like focus on the niche, go to the smaller segments. Now I'm looking at like healthcare and like other education industries, like targeting on Myanmar people living in Thailand. And you know that the like Myanmar migrant people are the largest foreign communities in Thailand. There is a big market, but of course you have to think about the spending power. But there is a big market, and like right now I am contacting like some Thai businesses. Like if you want to focus on like Myanmar people working in Thailand, like we could work for you. And when I go to like healthcare businesses, I myself is a doctor, and I know things about the healthcare industry, and I know the Myanmar people perception about healthcare and things like that, and it works better. So like to answer the question, yeah, it's like working in a foreign country, managing your marketing agency back home and like getting foreign clients can be really hard. But like if you work on it, like and find your niche, go to your smaller segments, like it becomes like less difficult.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you, as well for this time. So this is last but not the least question. So one advice that you would give to the young founders in Myanmar or living abroad, and also answering the thing that what's the next wave that you like to see in Burmese founders? So it would be like advice and something that you want to see in the future from the Burmese founders. So yeah, so let's just start from Henny again.
Well, for the advice, I would say there's a lot, to be honest. But if I am to like choose one thing to give advice, it would be like going back to my original question about being regional, right? So region first products. So not just because we are very humble people. Burmese are usually like very underrated. I myself as well, I don't usually say that, go and like very loud about like my accomplishments or like all the things that I've done. I'm not the one that usually done this, but I would say we need to like voice out like about our ideas and about what we have in store in our brains a lot more and a lot better as well. So like better communication, and to think about like regionally as well. Don't just think about, okay, when I first came like when I first moved outside of the country, I would say I can be I can do everything. Like I can go and apply for a job. I can be I can run a Burmese restaurant in Onnut or something, or Prakanong area, or I could be like providing like visa services to the Burmese people coming in. But you need to think about like you need to think big, and you need to think about like regionally as well. It's not limited. You're outside of the country already, but and you there is a whole lot of like opportunities out there in the world. You can think global. You can think of a product idea or an idea that could serve the people in US or UK or like globally as well, if not like regionally. So I would say like think big, and like start implementing. Because I'm a tech, I'm not like a very techy, like I don't code and all, but then I always run like a tech startup. So I believe that this wave, like the AI wave, would be bigger. Yes said as well, it's going to be bigger than what we have experienced with the internet, like discovery of internet. So I would just say that ride the wave, not let the wave ride you, right? And and be like disrupted, and ride the wave and see how we can go far, like as far as we can go, as a founder from Myanmar. And I really want to see that with the fellow founders as well, like like ruling out the world, like building products that everyone is like very excited to use and all that. And I really want to like see that and encourage that as well. So yeah, that would be my take.
Yeah, thank you for that as well, Amma, and also for the inspiration that you have. Okay, so this time for Gung, any words for the young founders?
Yes. It would be really great if many of the Burmese people can do the startup things. I really appreciate this because okay, I'll be a little bit longer because I want to go with my history, because when I start going to the entrepreneurs at the time, I'm a second year student in the university. I met I hear about Pandia. At the time, what I learned is, oh, they also teach me. They also teach us, not me. There are a lot of people, like there is a projector hanging there, and they do the PowerPoint and they explain it. At the time, I don't understand what they are saying, but there's only one thing I understand is what they said is, there is no right or wrong. We are doing business. There is no right or wrong. At the time, I was like, oh, this is the education system I want to learn. Because in the school, in the university, you know what is right, what is wrong. You have to memorize all the thing, and you need to write it down on the paper. And you got the good points, and you go to the corporate level. You climb the corporate ladder, and then you save some money. That's all. But it is so boring for me. I don't. Just for me, it is so boring, and I don't like it. And then when I go to the Pandia at the time, I also saw Mahani. She is our judges. And then I was like, wow, this is really cool. This is how the other people learn and start making money. So like, it will be really, really fun. And startup is like a roller coaster. So sometimes you hype, sometimes you down, like you are in the hell. And sometimes you are so hyped, really, really, really hyped. So it is really so much fun. And when you are do startup, you need to multitask a lot. So in my company, I started with two of my friends. So like each person hold like 3 or 5 tasks. So I made operation, I made marketing, I made some of the administrative thing, and other people do, like front end, back end, and server things, a lot of the things. So you have to handle all of the things. So when you are at the end, and then I recommend you to do certain things. So like, how the business is work. For me, what I learned is sometimes I think my idea is really, really cool. So cool. Nobody can, imagine my idea. But when I try to sell this product, nobody is like, shit, your product is shit. Nobody can, they don't want to buy. So at the time, what I learned, I need to go outside and talk. So this is what I learned from the startup. Another thing I learned from the startup is, if you want to go fast, you go alone. That will be really, really quick. But if you want to go longer and go farther, you need to go with the team. So here, team coming. So when you are doing startup with the team, you know how to manage the team. There's a lot of the conflict because we are human. We have an emotion. We have a lot of the conflict. So at the time, you know how to communicate. What is your ego. You have self-reflection. So startup is, I really love startup. I love the up and downs, love the roller coaster ride. When you do the startup, you will learn the very, very concept of business that mean how to save people. It is really the point. So and then I guess you will meet different levels. So when you are founder, so you will meet the founder friends. When you are the programmer, then you will meet the programmer friends. When you are designer, then you will meet designer friends. So when you do a startup, you will meet the startup friend. You will share a lot of the different story. This is really, really interesting. So I want to advise the audience here to do the startup. I know startup is really hard, but so much fun.
Yeah. So yeah, just do it.
Yes, just do it.
Thank you, Gu. All right, so let's go to Dr. Minchizor. Any words?
Okay, okay. Like speaking of startup, I would like to like talk about like just two things for like younger like fellow who want to do a startup or who are like maybe like some like-minded entrepreneurs. I just have two things. It's like passion and courage. I know I sound like a motivational speaker, but that is the truth. Okay, let me deep dive. Like, have you noticed like two other speakers, Henny and Kumia, like speaking when they like talk about their startup, they really active and you can see the fire in them. Like that is how a startup feel like. It's like marrying like the level of your life. Okay, so, like personally, I would encourage everyone to like follow their like the idea to have a startup or like do something like they really admire. That is the passion. That is what you keeps going. Like for me, like I'm now 34. Like back in my before I graduated from medical university, I had like two options, like be a doctor and like practice medicine, run your own clinic, and like live a normal quiet life. But like then I started to ask myself, is that the life is that the really the life you want? And I know like I want to be like burning like all the fires. Like I don't want a normal quiet life. Then I start to like find out what my passion really is, and that's why I went into marketing. I found the marketing agency, and so like the passion is like all or none. Like you follow the passion, and like you don't do anything else. That's like like trying to chase down the level of your life. Like even like when you are not there, you feel happy because you're doing it, and that's a passion that keeps you going. And it may not be a pleasant like experience, but like you find really happy. Like you have like adrenaline, dopamine, like happy hormones going out all the day. So like even if you haven't like reached your destination, the journey, the ride is accelerating. So like go with it, and passion that keeps you. See now I see like some people like smiling because like I hit the spot. I flip the switches. Like I'm speaking heart to heart to them. And they might have some like startup or some startup ideas. I know it. That's how I sort of feel like. So like the passion is like the most important thing to get going. And the courage, when we think of courage, we think of the courage is to do things, right? But sometimes the courage is like means to like not do things and do things and like give up things. I don't mean to like give up your dreams or like give up your like startup when it doesn't work out. It doesn't mean like that. My personal experience is sometimes you have to give up people or like some work practices that don't work well. For example, like I'm a very like a loving person. I'm very attached to like people. I attach to my team. Like I have like right now I have like 20 people in my team, and like the team has been having there for like over 3 years. Like
Mhm.
over the 3 years, like I have like only fire 2%. 2%. Like, it's very hard for me to like fire people, like let go of people. But the business doesn't work like that, right? Sometimes you have to
Mhm.
you love the person, but like you have to like 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 maybe like let go of the person, like if it doesn't fit in with your team. And like not just the people, like like some work practices or like some areas of business. For example, like I want to like work on the restaurants F&B segment, but I'm not like an F&B expert, and my team are not good with restaurants or things like that. Like so like I have to give it the segment. So things like that. I think like every like startup, not just startup, every business have that kind of things. Like you need to know what to do, and sometimes the most important thing is you need to do what not to do, and not just what not to do. The courage, like not to do the like things that don't work for your business. So, like yeah, for every startup, I think like patience and courage. That's all that matter. Just my take.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. That's also such an insightful answer. All right. Okay, so that actually brings us to the end of our panel discussions for today. But before we wrap up, I'd like to thank all three of you, Hani, Gongye, and Dr. 𝗵𝗲𝗺, for giving us such open and wonderful answers in this. All right, so now it's time for the audience to ask any questions. So don't disappear just yet. You can ask any questions or any concern you want regarding the AI or AR/VR or any digital marketing sector. You can ask the questions whether unmuting your mic or type it in the chat. Okay, so I'll be waiting.
Okay, just one thing from my like side. If
Okay.
any one of the participants wants to do like any marketing project or like want to work with me, just just DM me, because like my agency is always growing, and always look out for like people to collaborate, people to work with. And like when I say like my business is always growing, it doesn't I don't mean to flex, because I have to be like growing, because like the marketing industry in Myanmar is like not very stable, because like I started my business in 2018 and 2019 the COVID, and 2020 when the coup, the political things, and like in 2000 like like this year the earthquake, it starts in my hometown, so like I've lost like many clients like on the way. And so like I have to be growing my business, like growing my client list to a healthy level, like all the time. So like the business is always like expanding. So everyone else, like from the participants or like wants to, okay, like I see someone like raising his hand.
Yes, Kusanta.
Yeah, this is the question for Dr. 𝗵𝗲𝗺. Where
Yeah.
can I learn more about your marketing agency? Is it for you're based in Thailand, right?
Well, it's based in Manila, but I'm here. Some of my team are in Chiang Mai. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you do marketing for Myanmar clients?
Yeah, Myanmar clients and some time clients, and I work for some like clients from Indonesia, not Indonesia, Malaysia, like targeting like the Myanmar country.
Well, where can I check more about your agency?
Well, normally there's a website, but the website and like we are overhauling the website, so it may be live in next few weeks. But there's a like Facebook page you can go and check there. It's called AMMG, stands for AN Marketing Group. Or then you can just like holler me at like LinkedIn or like Facebook if you want to like talk about
Sure.
marketing and stuff like that. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
I always seen your Facebook. I think we're friends on Facebook. By the way, I'm very thankful for your insightful marketing ideas, and yep, I really love it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why your name sounds familiar to me. We're friends on Facebook, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for asking. Yes, we have another one raising up. Papa. Am I saying it correctly? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've asked question through chat.
Okay, all right.
I
Okay.
think the question could be like for me, because
Yes.
but like I'm the only one like doing the master in hardware space. Like, okay, the experience, like Well, like, okay, like to be honest, the like doing a master, like a full-time master degree, and like let alone managing my like business back in my hometown could be really like grueling experience. You have to go to the university every day. You have like projects every day. But like I said before, if it is something you love, like you're happy with it. So like,
Yes,
well,
thank you.
yeah, yeah. That's all I can think of right now. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. Like it's not pleasant. It's hard. But you like I'm happy because I feel I'm doing the thing I love. That's just my personal experience. Yeah. And if
All
you
right.
have like if you want to like know more about the do's and don'ts, tips and tricks, anything related to Harvard Space, you can just like DM me personally.
Yes, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mababa, for asking questions. So we'll allow one more question this time. So you can either raise your hand up or type it in the chat. One more question only. So yeah, I'll be waiting for seconds. Okay, so yeah, I don't think they're not anymore. Oh yeah, I think we have one. Oh yeah, this is just an update. Okay, so I don't think there are no more questions, but however, you can also reach out to each panelist, like personally through the DM, through Messenger, and you can ask questions, or you can also leave questions to Bamaso, or we could give the output after the webinar if possible. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this time we are closing the meetup. So this is the time to reflect what you have learned and what you have got throughout the session. So I have created a Mentimeter to reflect your ideas and thoughts. So you can take a quick scan here, or I will leave a link. You can enter this link in the comments. Okay, and share your thoughts. All right. Oh yeah, one is raising hand up. Yes.
May I have one question?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
So yeah, first of all, I really appreciate this section. It was quite insightful, especially the challenge that those different founders are encountering. You know, in the different what is called the challenges as a founder based in exile. And yeah, it was quite learning section for me. And my question is like, I somehow aware of this, the what is called the startup what is program that has been initiated by Pandya way back in Yangon, you know, where several new founders are trained through Founder Institute. But after the coup, I sort of out of reach with this the information. My question is, are those the programs that Pandya has been running has still ongoing, or if yes, then or what would be the best way to look into that? Thank you.
Yeah. Who would you want your question to be answered?
Anyone.
Anyone. Okay, so regarding Pandya, I think Mahani and Gumyet
Yeah,
will
I
be
don't know
answering your
anything
question.
out of
Yeah.
it, so I don't answer anything about it.
Right. So I'm not here how to say I don't really want to like represent Pandya in saying this, but personally, right, after 2021 or 2022, like Pandya kind of all the activities unfortunately stopped. So there is no more accelerators. So by the way, I'm one of the I was like Chase said was one of the startups that 𝗕eh𝗴 has accelerated in our like first ever accelerator program that the 𝗕eh𝗴 organized. So since then, unfortunately, there's not much activities going on at the moment. And that's why to bridge with this question, I would say to leverage the other resources. Of course, there are a lot of other startup programs that we have in terms of like not specifically for like Burmese founders, but for like the general startup founders, for example, like from Google, from Microsoft, what else, from AWS as well. So for us as well, we are kind of leveraging these resources and programs. But yeah, for 𝗕eh𝗴, unfortunately, I don't see any activities after the coup, I'll say. Yeah, Miet, do you want to add more?
No, I'm good, Ma. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for asking the question and also Mahani for answering the question. Okay, so we got 2 reflections up here. Some say they got knowledge, and some got the takeaway from 𝗏𝗵. Go talk to the clients and people. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. What about the next one? If you had to sum up today in 3 words, what would it be? You can just type it in the Mentimeter, still in the Mentimeter. Consistency. I think consistency was mentioned by Dr. Minchazov in
Yeah. Communication. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, where else? What else? Passion, think big, exposure. Yeah. Actually, we got a lot of insights today. It's even hard to sum up all in 3 words, right? Very, very startup. Very into startup.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Passion, think big, exposure. Great. Roller coaster, failures, people. Right. Passion, encourage. Right. Anything else? I think as behalf of the audience, I think we got a lot of information to digest and also list out things after this. But this reflection space is for you to think about what we have learned again. So yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think this is it. So let's go back to here. All right. So you all have reflected on what you have learned. So this is a time to collect your feedback because a feedback is really important for us, especially in bringing the more events and more meetups for you so that we could do more, we could do better in delivering these things for you guys. So any yes?
Yeah, I have when you screen share the reflection, and I see the word reflection, I reflect myself. So I just want to talk. So the reflection I got is like I'm a really, really lucky because I'm trying to I'm trying to control my my egos when I'm a fight. By the way, as I said, I have another 2 co-founders. So we have been for like nearly a decade. So in this timeline, we fight like we will never see again. We really, really fight. But the fight is all for the community. So we never put our emotional feeling into that community. Although we fight in the meeting, but when we leave the meeting room, we are just friends again. So this is a reflection I got from my teens. So like, I want to advise like never put your emotional feeling to your products or to your comedy because I once think to put all of my angers into the comedies and just stop my comedy, but I never stop it. I didn't make that decision. But that's why my company is still running these days. So I want to recommend the audience never put your emotion to the products. Just reflect and like everything is for when you do everything is for the company. Just do it. Yeah, this is the reflection.
Yeah. Yeah, this is also a great insight. But putting emotions first happens when you love your company so much because you want you want something good for your company, so you fight for it. But yeah, like Aku said before, it is really important to put your emotion aside, especially when you're working in that
Yes,
space.
yes.
But outside, you can just be friends again. Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
yeah, because we are doing in the team, like we are doing for the
Right.
institution. Yes, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, right. Okay, so this is the feedback time. Like I mentioned before, this is very, very important for us in delivering the better meetups, better events. Who knows, we could even bring like better, brighter physical meetups in the future. And it is also for the people, for the community. So please throw the honest feedbacks in the form so that we could work on what we need to do. All right? Okay, so I'll give you some time to take a scan here, or you could take the link in the comment as well. All right, so one, the audience is taking the feedback form. I would like to request all of you guys to open your camera if possible, because we want to make this memory like last forever. So we want to take a picture here. All right. And someone from 𝗵𝗺, can someone take a photo for us?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Please, I will check if everyone's opening their camera. So if you are okay, if you're comfortable, please don't be shy. Turn on your camera. Just participate in this. I think,
So ready?
yeah, some of us are.
Uh,
I'll say, yeah, it's all right. That's all right.
One,
Yeah, it is.
2, 3.
Okay. Okay. Would you take a photo again?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Wait for a moment.
Is it all right? Okay, yeah, that's okay. Is it okay? There.
By the way, could you help me for a while for taking crew photo? I think mine, it has a little bit problems for the issues for taking the photos.
Okay, so yeah, I think I would just do it. Okay. So everyone, be ready. You can post anything you want. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got it. Thank you so much. Thank you. So thank you to all of the participants for taking time to spend your afternoon with us. And it has been a great time hearing all the insights from the panelists and also getting interactive moments with the audience as well. Thank you so much. So now, you can leave the session as the audience. Thank you so much for participating. Have a good afternoon. Have a good day. Bye.
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 We'll be also making out. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the session. And yeah, really nice to meet the other panelists as well.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Have a good night. All right. I'm gonna end the meeting. Thank you, Obi.
Okay, okay.